Anytime any form of protest is being undertaken to protest against what this administration has done or has not done, they will immediately sponsor a counter protest. If they are unable to get the counter protest, they will now sponsor infiltrators to join those protesting and then disrupt it. They did it during the NSAS, you recall, when government vehicles, the black jeeps, brought young boys and young men wielding sticks, who now, they unleashed them on society. They pretended initially that they were with the demonstrators, and then from within, they now started smashing people's glasses so as to discredit the protest. Somehow, I think Nigerians were discerning and understood that, look, fifth columnists have infiltrated. They now went to the next level of attacking the protesters, thereby creating two camps, and then gave the government the reason, the excuse to now intervene. When Charlie Boy and co protested, they also did it. That has been the style of APC. Protest against them, they would raise a counter to discredit that.
Now, going by their demand, these protesters would be only asking for one thing. If you look at the various inscriptions in their placards, that the government of the United States should place a visa ban on most of these people, the instigators of this violence in the just concluded election. Now, since the whites may not understand this tradition of what the women are doing,
I disagree with you. They understand.
When
they understand your
invoking the deities.
They understand. Okay. They have departments that, just as we also study their own cultures, even Oriental, they have departments, institutions that study this and they document it. They know the implication and everything. But sometime when I was privileged to travel out of the country, precisely to US, so one officer who was screening my papers looked at the paper and said, okay, I can tell from your name exactly which part of Nigeria you are from. So I said, which part? He said, you're from the southeast. I said, how do you know? He said, look at the Chukwu. Chukwu is supposed to be something like a deity or a god. I said, well, you are close. Just that Chukwu actually means the greatest of the God, and that is Almighty God. But you could see that he came close. He came very. So I assure you that even their embassies here, anything that they understand. They have people schooled and well tutored in our traditions. They understand the implications of these things.
And then do you think this their request, will be attended to?
Like I said, you don't expect that one group will go on protest and they will just act. The US will act because of that one group. The US does not act like that. US will not act because of this group. Neither will they refrain from acting because of this group. Okay. I can tell you, and you can take it to the bank, that the US already has made up its mind what to do, and it's already implementing.
Hello, issues of the moment. Please, your throat.
Good morning, Living TV.
Good morning.
I'm Pastor Mike from Abuja.
Okay, you're welcome.
I'm a regular follower of your program, and I just want to ask today's program, why is there a very high rate of internet fraudsters in the world, especially in this side? Should it be because they lack training, or just because of their personal ambitions or strength?
Yes, so can you take that? He's asking us why we have a high rate of internet Fraudsters.
Well, hunger, laziness, greed. These are some of the things that have given rise to it. And the greed is on both sides. You will discover that many of them proceed by setting, they entice you with something and they tell you, just deposit 100,000. Okay, deposit 100,000, you will get 100 million within 30 minutes. Hello? Only a greedy person will fall for that. Only a greedy person. Why would you, that person that would pay me 100 million, after, why wouldn't he now use the, yes, no, let him use the 100 million and pay the 100,000 he's asking from me into several places and reap all the billions. So they equally, the perpetrators are greedy and they also prey on the greed of their victims.
My brother, I'm sure you're happy with that, because that is exactly the fact. One, the hunger. Though there is no excuse for crime, but the hunger, those who cannot bear theirs can look for one way or the other to ensure, they get something out of it.
Society has also, sir, sorry to interrupt you, contributed largely, because when we were young, if you make money and nobody understands exactly, you don't have any visible means of livelihood, you come home with it, your parents will start by disowning you. Your immediate family, the community, everybody they'll say, everybody would distance him. But today, a young man leaves Aba. You don't see him. Meanwhile, he was begging people for 50 naira to buy a stick of cigarette, begging for pure water. He leaves Aba. And after just 2-3 months, he comes home with one flamboyant jeep and will be spraying money. He goes to his church to do thanksgiving that for divine breakthrough, and the church would pray for him and also pray that whatever he is doing, that God should bless the source of.
That is if he's not even the next Sunday.
That is it. Saturday.
Hello, Living Television Issues of the Moment. Your name and where you're calling us from?
I'm Pastor Mike from Obohi. I just called back.
Okay.
I'm a follower of your program, and because of the topic I can today, okay. I want to find out why is there a very high rate of internet fraudsters in the world, especially in this our side? Is it because they lack training, or is their personal ambition or choice? That's what I want to know.
No, that means you were not listening. Yeah, the moment you asked the question, the analyst took on that and explained that one is hunger and also greed. He did justice to that. But Council just...
Yes, I said that we have a lot of greedy people around. Hunger is also driving people to seek means of livelihood from all kinds of places. So, by doing all manner of things, and then the failure of society to condemn evil. Young people now see those things as admissible, not condemnable, and so they engage in it because they watch other people who have succeeded in defrauding others. When they now succeed, they come to the community, they are given a chieftaincy title, they go to church and do thanksgiving, they are given either a prominent place, an award in church. And so the young people grow up thinking and believing that crime is the way forward.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sure you're okay with that.
Okay, sure.
And then, one other thing also he mentioned. In fact, that is as it concerns our parents. In those days, I remember when I bought my first Mercedes, my father asked me how much was I making then. And Mercedes was just about 120,000 then.
Yes, that 120,000 is almost like 120 million today.
So my father was not happy with it. So, but these days, when such thing happened, our parents pride on that. My son is a millionaire now. Without asking, how was this money made? Meanwhile, this is a young man that has been, moving around town, asking for 50 naira to buy cigarettes. After 2 years, he came back with even
No,
buying
3 months.
3 months. And
3 months, maximum
will
6 months, and everybody will be hard. It don't blow. It don't blow. Divine breakthrough.
All right.
Okay.
Open doors and so on.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, my brother. Thank you. You're
All right.
welcome. All right. Thank you. All right, Council.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the last but not the least for today, please, the phone lines are open. For those of you who don't have our numbers, we never mentioned the number when these are brother called. These are people who are conversant with what we are doing. The phone line is 091-682-84994. I take it again, 091-682-84994. You can call us and either ask your question or make your contribution. All right, Council, the PDP National Chairman, the crisis rocking the People's Democratic Party, PDP, has a fresh twist. The Benue State leadership of the party suspended the national chairman of the party, Iyocha Ayu, for anti-party activities. The executive committee of the party in Igorov ward of Boko local government area of the Benue State suspended Ayu on Sunday, March being 26, after passing a vote of no confidence on him for anti-party activities. Not just that, the River State Governor, Nyeso Wike, who fully backed the suspension move of the party, said Ayu was behind the downfall of the PDP in the just concluded election.
Yes, I agree 50% with Wike.
Okay.
Yes, because Ayu indeed was 50% responsible. The other 50% goes to Wike. It's the struggle between both of them. Wike insisting that Ayu must come down before the elections in accordance with the promise Ayu made and the agreement all of them reached just before the presidential primaries when Ayu had emerged. And then Ayu's refusal to honor his word. That is why PDP is where it is today. Both of them strong heads, unrelenting. Both of them not willing to back down. So yes, Ayu is 50% responsible. Wike is 50% responsible.
Okay, Council, before now, we have talked about this, and also Elijah Tiku's insistence on making sure that Ayu remains there. And now you are a senior member of the party. So where is Atiku now? I think Atiku would have also insisted that Wike remains. Ayu remains.
The elections are over.
Okay.
The elections have been, in quotes, won and lost. Atiku lost. Naturally, he has become a lame duck and greatly weakened in the scheme of things. No longer in a position to call shots because he's still the flag bearer because the echoes of the election are still reverberating, but not in the same position of strength like pre-election. So he was a victim of circumstance. That is the truth of the matter. I say so because Iyocha Ayu helped him to get the ticket, for which Wike swore vengeance. Now, for a man who staked all to support you, would your reward for him and support for him be to throw him under the bus? That was the dilemma that Atiku faced. He really didn't, I pitied him then, as I still pity him now. He didn't really know how to go about it. Almost every other person in his own shoe would equally have been in such a confused state. If only Iyocha Ayu had the presence of mind to volunteer, to many people in Abia State refused to make sacrifices that now ended up costing PDP so much today. Many people at different levels in the state for different constituencies, different positions, if only people had considered. Same type of mistake that the PDP made in 2014-2015. I would want to believe that if Goodluck Jonathan had only agreed to sacrifice and concede the ticket to somebody from the north, probably PDP would still have been on the seat today. And this is playing out all over the nation.
Okay, Council, you know, we just made a discussion here where Umahi said without APC's success wouldn't have been complete. And the Wike now is also the one who is backing the suspension of Ayoto Ayu. That's the fact that he played anti-party. That Ayu is involved in anti-party activities.
Ayoto Ayu had been his, well, each of them, both of them, this one was albatross to the other, and the other one was albatross to him. So, Ayoto Ayu has been thrown under the bus today. Kama has a very funny way of working, has the address of each person. I can assure you that Wike's time will come. I don't know when, because I'm not God. I only say so advisedly as somebody who studies things, events as they play out in our society, studies also life and nature. Be rest assured that Wike's time will come. He will also be thrown under the bus.
Okay, but before we go, Atiku is a known businessman, and also he also understands what it means to invest and recoup whatever thing you've invested. And don't you think at that level, Atiku never saw this coming? Because if
nobody did. Nobody did. Remember that it is the APC and PDP that helped the obedient movement to take off. When they made a careless statement that P2B had no structure.
Yes.
The structure created itself for P2B automatically. Because Peter had to come out to say, well, you say I don't have structure, in the sense that Labour had not really held any major position in Nigeria. And he said, yes, the professors and lecturers you've been owing are the structure. Those ones were like, they were sleeping, they now don't understand, okay, it's true, we are structure. The students who have been at home since, they are structured. The students say, we are awake. Yes, we are now structured. The families of all those people that were kidnapped or killed by bandits and terrorists, and the government did nothing to stamp out this insecurity. They are the structure. They said, yes, that is correct. The people who lost employment opportunities, you know, you are better qualified than somebody, you set a test, you scored higher than somebody, and then the person resumes work, and you are told, don't worry, we'll contact you. They are the structure. Yes, they are the structure. So all those people became structure. Workers who are being owed became structure. Pensioners became structure, and so on and so forth. So the downtrodden, actually, and those who have suffered one form of adversity or the other under this administration became the structure. So nobody in PDP or APC saw it coming. By the time they realized it, it was too late.
Okay, finally, before we go, finally, just the last one. There's something I was looking at. Atiku being a very conscientious businessman also, who has been in politics, who has contested this presidential seat for more than 2 or 3 times. What would it have taken Atiku to say, okay, this is 5 states. It's not a small thing to come by. What would it have taken Atiku to say, okay, how you go? Maybe after the election, when I become a president, because in those days, one of my party chairman told me that a ruling party a ward chairman of a ruling party is greater than a national chairman of a fellow party.
Of a party that does not have any position.
Any
yes,
position.
because that ward chairman can pick his phone and call, if it's a minister, assuming I'm a ward chairman now in my ward, and you are Minister of the Federal Republic, we are in the same party, and you are my member in the ward. As your ward chairman, I will have your number and you will have my number. When I call you, you will answer, Chair. And then any favor I ask that you are in a position to give, of course, definitely. Everything is not money. You will give. Remember that the people who have taken down IU now are the world people.
Yes.
It happened to Shomole.
Yes.
He rushed to court, and the court reminded him finally that your membership is at the ward. There is no federal member. You could be national chairman, but if your ward chairman suspends you, you have had anarchy.
All right, wonderful viewer. This is where we're drawing the curtain today. And before we go, Council, the 3 topics we looked at, let's have your parting word on them.
Events will continue to play out. I have consistently counseled for level head everywhere. And then that if you are in a position to do the right thing, you do the right thing. Do not wait to be coerced. If you wait, by the time the coercion may come, it may not come in a manner that would be favorable to you. It may be sweeping and may be quite bad. Even the women who are asking for making certain demands, some of the demands are already being made. Recall also that a justice, serving justice of the Supreme Court, was denied visa. And her aide, lowly aide, was given visa. The US just needed to make that point that yes, as highly placed as you are hereby denied visa. As lowly placed as your aide is, the aide is given visa. And they had to write back to the Supreme Court to say this is the reason why. Because of the judgment you gave in Imo State. So where people begin to have consequences for wrong action, which you might call malfeasance, or inaction, which is nonfeasance, that is a way of holding people accountable. I think we are beginning to awaken to it. We expect more. We expect more.
All right, our wonderful viewers, thank you for being there. Keep watching Living Television. Even after now, many of our programs will be coming your way. Just stay tight and keep watching Living TV. Remember, tomorrow, Nigeria Today will also come your way by 11 o'clock. Keep watching Living TV. Barrister Chukwemeka Wogu, we are pleased to have you here today.
Thank you. Bye, viewers.
And this is your command, Chineduma Diele, saying bye and keep a date with us. Keep watching Living TV.